What's up? What's up, beautiful people? My community. What's up, homies? Chosen ones. It's 8 a.m. Another day. Same place. It's about 30 minutes away from my house, so there's not a lot of activity on this road either. There's a lot more hiking trails up the mountain. This is just a logging road, so don't come across many people. It's peaceful. I can hear some bikers, dirt bikes or ATVs or something. It's already kind of warm. Tomorrow's gonna be 89 degrees. Beautiful, beautiful day. Go do some real estate photography later. So right now, just out here going my own way. I hate that. They hate it when you go your own way. You can go your own way. No one's gonna stop you. Just gotta do what's right and what's best for you. No more compromising, no more compromises. We're worth more than that, aren't we? Doesn't look like dog crap. Doesn't look like deer or bear. Could have been a coyote. Didn't look like Purina dog poop, you know? Looked like the scat of something that eats meat. But yeah, I mean, I've been trying to find my own way my whole life. Always doing things my way. So far, it has worked out pretty well. But, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like successful or as successful as I could be, or I'm not making as much money as I could be. I don't have the full-time job that the world says I need to have. I did. I worked for the post office. Had a career. Was a career mail handler till my shoulders were destroyed. I had AC joint impingement and edema in my bone. Could barely move my arm. Now it's fine. After acupuncture and chiropractic care from the Department of Labor. Do not work for the U.S. Postal Service. I was warned. If I get injured and I have to leave, they will screw you, they said. My My union rep told me that. He said, they will do everything they can to screw you. He said, he painted it out. They will fuck with your time, and they will try and get as much back of PTO and sick leave as they can. So, yeah. I owe USPS $2,400 for their computational errors, they said. Fuck that. Don't work for them. They are racists. All of my supervisors were racist against black people. Against other Asian races. They were Filipino supervisors there. They were fine. The rest of the Filipino and Vietnamese coworkers were wonderful people. But these supervisors would just talk shit behind everyone's backs. Oh, these people are lazy. They're so lazy. Affirmative action this, affirmative action that. Like, what the fuck? And then when we went to a new building, our plant manager was getting in trouble for sexual harassment. Oh, sorry. Yeah, he made a public apology statement on the fucking TV monitors as we walk into the building. An apology, and like, yeah, this is what we're going to be doing to help with workplace sexual harassment. Like, motherfucker, you're the one in trouble. This is the world we live in. In the old building, our plant manager, Darren or something, older white dude, tall white dude, he came in and apologized to the whole floor about his drinking issues. They were going to fire him or something, and he went to rehab for a couple weeks, and, I'm going to train my son. His son was a fucking idiot. Nepotism, man. Nah, once he was out, they chose two of the worst employees to become supervisors. These motherfuckers were on the hazmat crew, and they would spend all their time out in their cars with their radio. And when they needed them to come in, they would come in. On their cross-craft days, weeks, because they still had to cross-craft and like do some actual labor work, they would get on the reject belt and work that mail all day long because they were so slow and incompetent. But you know what? Like, if that is the metric for success, then I want nothing to do with it. I make life harder for myself, not easier. Easy is boring. Easy brings no satisfaction. What happens when you beat a game on the easiest difficulty? You play it again, harder. And harder. And harder. Until you master it. And you go harder until you master yourself. Unsubscribe from all these notions that we have to fit in to this world we are not supposed to fit in. If we all fit in, if we all conformed, we'd just be clones. And there'd be no reason to interact. It's like all the phone drones out there. Just like this on their phones. All day. All day. Anxious, nervous. 9 months. Cell phone service free. 9 months. I'm going for a whole year without cell phone service. No phone number, no texting. I'll message people on some apps. I'm getting rid of those too. I never really used Twitter, but I started one in 2008 and I deleted it. It's not worth it. Damn, a lot happened last night. So many fallen trees. Wasn't windy. Maybe it was. Wasn't raining. Yeah, move your own way. They're saying, I came across this idea of men going their own way, and I looked this up. I hadn't heard it. MGTOW stuff, I hadn't heard of it, and I Google it, and apparently it is a extremist organization of male supremacy and anti-feminism. Now, sure, yeah, you have some bad people on forums, some trolls, hateful people on Reddit. Reddit is trash. It's garbage. I got banned on Reddit after being on there since, what was it, 2011? Once Reddit went open, public, and went and got board members, oh my God. For a couple of years there was so much drama. But I got banned from there for stupid shit. I would post like my photography, my activism photography, or photography like that I've won awards for, and my journalism stuff for like the homelessness issues and facing our community here in Portland. I'd post that up on Reddit, and I swear these people who think they're inclusive and telling me that these people should die, that they'd be happy when the fentanyl takes them all. These people supposedly love the city they live in. Supposedly. I don't think they even love themselves. Write that down. Write down today. I don't want you to do... my calls for action are going to be to better yourself. Never to better me. I call on action for you to write down the things you love, starting with yourself. Write down, I love, go down, next line, myself. Myself. Have however many times you need to write it. I love my body. I love my brain. I love my soul. I love my spirit. I love my energy. I love my house. I love my city. I love my state. I love my country. I love this planet. So many people, like, they have these colored flags on their cars, clothes, and homes. And they talk of inclusivity. But I've never seen it. I've never seen it. Not once. Not once. There were other people who carried colored flags with strong symbolism on it. Bad people. Bad people. And yeah, you know, I am a cis male, but I am not necessarily, I wouldn't necessarily fit in with all straight men. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm not going to label myself anymore. You know? But I was always so open and accepting of people's lifestyles. I'm accepting of people's lifestyles that I don't agree with. I'm not a religious man. I'm not a Christian man. Now I can see that there are people of all denominations that can be terrible, that to not believe so would be just be ignorance, willful ignorance. But there are a lot of good people, and most people, like I said, most people might not be super high intelligent or like creative or unique, but most people are going to be maybe not inherently good, but they're at least gonna just stay in their own lane usually. You know, move their own way, mind their own business. That's what I try to do. But here in Portland, like, if you don't fly those flags, you are an enemy. Like, they literally want you to wear an armband with their colors on it, or some pin. Otherwise, you are the bad guy. I was at the BLM protests in 2020. It meant a lot to me. It was meaningful. I felt proud to be there. I was proud to be there. Photographing, standing up for what I believe in. Not standing up with other people. I went alone. Except with my girlfriend at the time. A couple times. But she got scared. I went. Looking the way I do. Like, a big old mosquito. You know. And even if I wore a Black Lives Matter shirt, people were looking at me. Who is this guy? They would come up to me like this. They would get like this close to me. And I'm like, excuse me. And they're like, who are you? What are you doing here? And I'm like, I don't have to justify myself to you. And I'd have people come up to me and they'd be like, you look like a cop. Oh, okay, you look like an idiot. These inclusive people will exclude everyone that doesn't walk in their very footsteps. Because they're so afraid of their own lives. They're so afraid of their own bodies. They're so afraid of their own minds that they have to inflict that damage and umbrage upon every person around them. These people have festering, like, worms in their brains, undulating and controlling their every thought. When they breathe, the world doesn't breathe with them. The world sighs. Fucking mosquitoes. It is warm. It's a beautiful day though. Check this out. Look at this rock. It's split. That's cool. Keep Portland weird used to be like, keep Portland silly, keep Portland goofy, keep Portland unique, interesting, and fun. Now it's keep Portland degen and perverted and let's make everyone poor morbidly obese and depressed here. It's so gloomy here most of the year. It's so wet and rainy and cold and dark. And people here, these color-bearing fools, oh, I hate the sun. Good, I don't want to see you out in the sun. Take yourself back inside on your couch. Watch your Netflix. Nobody cares about you. Go your own way. But don't put roadblocks in my way because of your jealousy and greed and envy and selfishness and narcissism. But this is the world we're living in now. This is the world we are in now. Spider. I'm arachnophobic. Pretty badly. Oh, there it is. It's fine. You know, it is what it is. Not afraid of people. I am afraid of little itty bitty spiders. It's pretty silly, I know. But we learned evolutionarily to avoid things that harm us. Poisonous creatures, colorful, poisonous creatures that want to hurt us and eat us. And there's a lot of those out there now. There's a lot of poisonous creatures out there that want to take and I'm just really happy to be out here, you know. Sharing this with you. Experiencing it for myself. If you feel lost, if you feel stuck, if you feel like the whole world has turned against you, just know that it hasn't. Social media is controlling the world. Cell phones are distracting everybody from producing, connecting, and keeping people from discovering their true selves. You have to become your true self. If not now, when? If not now, when are you going to do it? Are you going to keep saying you're going to do it? Because people go to their graves saying they're going to do things. You're going to be lying in your bed in hospice, being taken care of by AI? Some AI thing, screen next to you? You're going to be regretting that you didn't do the things you wanted to do. So get out and do them. Do it right now. Tomorrow I have an airsoft game. I'm going to get up at 4 in the morning probably. Make sure my batteries are charged. Make sure, for my airsoft. Make sure I have all my gear. Safety equipment. my babies, my clothes. And you get it all set out. And I'm going to have an amazing day. I used to wait for my friends to go with me. Be like, come on, guys, I don't want to go by myself. It's going to be stupid. It was that first day was one of the funnest days I've had in years. Alone. Well, with other people, but I went alone. And I still go alone. But people, they were like, well, they don't say it to me very often, but, you know, people out there think I should be doing this or that because I'm 39 years old and a cis white man. I should be toiling away, or I should be miserable at work away from a family that is taking advantage of me and sucking me dry. I should be doing that. Because that's what society wants. What does nature want me to do? Nature wants me to be out here. It wants me to be finding someone amazing that I can create with. Not argue with, not deal with over social media. But I'm going to keep going my own way, despite what others say. Because I am not a male supremacist. Being focused on myself doesn't make me a conservative extremist. That's ridiculous. What does that have to do with someone wanting to better their lives? What about people like me who do not subscribe to American politics? What does that make me? No, I'm that guy out in the woods. I'm that man out here. That scary man that women would rather, encounter a bear for, like, that's asinine. What am I doing out here? I'm not distracting anybody. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm walking my own way. I'm moving my own way. I'm focused. I'm bettering myself. I'm working on my projects. I'm meditating. I'm making art. Like, I'm out here making art. But I'm a danger. My roommate said, don't get eaten by a bear. Yeah. According to you guys, bear's friendly compared to me. But what am I doing? I'm just enjoying nature. The world is crazy. The world is crazy. And we're going to make it better. We're going to make it a better place for ourselves. I don't care. I'm not going to make the world a better place for anybody else. Not right now. I have to make it a better place for myself so that I can help other people. And I want to thank all those people that have been doing that for this community. Because a lot of people have helped me on this path. find this path. And now I walk it. Like them. Because I have morals and values and conviction. And dedication and strength. Perseverance, intelligence, wisdom, knowledge, energy. Confidence. There's a couple of really attractive women in one of my classes. Anytime a photo of them comes up, they hide, they recoil. Their skin, oh my skin, you can see all my blemishes. What are you complaining about? Whatever. I have the confidence. I'm out here doing this. We're slaying. We're doom slayers. We're doom slayers. And we're fighting the demons. Every day. Every day we're out here fighting demons. Rip and tear. Rip and tear until it is done. You are steel. Steel yourself. And don't let anyone ever change you. Be who you want to be. Say the things you want to say. Move in your own way. Haters will hate. Can't get rid of them. But you can mind your own business. And just keep being you. Because they want you to be weak. Weakness means you're easy to be controlled. If you are controllable, you will be controlled. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. Move through this world in the way you see fit, because other people are doing the same thing, and they're doing it in ways that you don't agree with, that rub you the wrong way, that don't jive. They're doing things backwards. You're moving forward. I'm moving forward. But too many people nowadays are lost. Lost. And they find no solution because everyone else around them is lost. And they're just stuck on their social media, believing that they have to do things differently. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. whatsoever. Ugh. My butt's all dirty now. But, you know, I had to get down. I had to move my own way. Alright, this video is getting long. I gotta head back, head home, and got my therapy session. Been seeing a therapist for 3 years now, weekly. My ex said when I broke up with her, you're just gonna get into another relationship because you can't be alone. And you're going to repeat the same cycles. She was always telling me I was projecting. Nah, I've been single for 3 years. I've been in therapy. I got myself back in school over a year ago. Kept the weight off. My health is getting better, my shoulder's better. Winning awards. So, don't listen to them. Listen to your heart and your soul and your community. Your close-knit community, because they love you and they won't lie to you if they really love you. They don't love you, they will lie to you. They will lie to you to get what they want and to turn you into the person they want you to be. And you can't do that anymore. I can't do that anymore. We're out here moving and grinding. There's no time for that. Can't sway my attention with trivial pursuits, sex, alcohol, I've known so many women that long-term dated like 3 women. I've been with like 24. And so many times I've met women who use intimacy to control and create drama. Every partner I've had that lasted more than a couple flings has taken issue and become extremely mad and irate or upset or manipulative because I wouldn't consent. I would say, hey, no, I don't feel good today. Hey, I'm not in the mood. Hey, we've been arguing so much. I'm depressed. I don't feel like being intimate with you right now. Or I don't want to be touched right now. I don't want to be held. I need space. I need time. And they scream, oh my God! What? What are you doing to me? My last long term had this chronic pain issue that would make her like sick and in pain for a week every month, and it wasn't her period, but I think it was related. Endometriosis, or her doctors were saying it was related to cannabis, hypercannabinoid tension, so I don't know. And she would go through these bouts of chronic pain, writhing in bed, shower, like 30 showers, 20 baths a day at her house or my house. And she would sometimes ask very nicely, sweetly, sometimes with pressure, and sometimes she would just straight up yell at me and get mad. Hey, you need to eat me out. I am in pain. Get me off. Like, no. Like, this is not what I want from our intimacy. Like, this is weird. And it created a lot of strife and a lot of confusion. And I had a roommate that wouldn't let me have my own autonomy, and I felt very objectified by. You know, I hear these kinds of stories from a lot of my guy friends. And I don't think it gets talked enough about this power game that they play with us in relationships. It's not okay. If a man is like, oh, come on, babe, I'm in so much pain. Just, give me some dome. Babe, you have to do this for me. And she said no. And he forced her. That would be rape. And I told this woman, I don't like that you're forcing me to do these things when I say no. And she said, oh, really? What, you going to tell people I've been raping you? That's the one that I broke up with on a Valentine's Day, the same day I quit smoking cigarettes and knocked it out like that. Out of the park. One day. No cravings. But since then, man, those narcissists, they will have you craving them like a drug, like withdrawal. It's been years and I still feel that withdrawal, but I'm becoming indifferent. Like Narc Daily said, you will grow into your third phase and become the most galvanized, strongest, best version of yourself. Indifferent to what had happened. Indifferent to the abuse of the narcissist. But knowing in the future what to look out for. Because we've seen the signs. We know the predator's eyes. We know the predator smirk now. Narc Daily, he says, we were never taught in school about the narcissist, about relationships, about healthy, loving, stable relationships. And we may have had an idea of what a narcissist was. I thought my grandmother was a narcissist for years. But like Narc Daily says, Andrew on Narc Daily says, we also didn't know that they were so prevalent. That they are everywhere. And it doesn't necessarily make them all bad people if they have self-awareness and are in treatment for their NPD or BPD or depression or my ADHD, then maybe they can move through life in a healthy way. But I'm never going to wait around for that to happen. I'm never going to allow her back in. Gave the world to her. I'd leave work to take care of her when she was sick. I'd lay next to her all day and night if I had to. Hand and foot, And she would just yell at me get mad at me if I didn't do something right. No! This doesn't have ice in it! No, it's too hot! No, it's too cold! Literally! Okay, I'm sorry. Let me go back to the store and get you the thing you need. And after, there was this one time, I got her drinks and stuff, and I was like, you know, I'm really short of money. Can I get you to pay me back later? And she blew up on me. Blew up on me. She was like, I thought this was mutual and like transactional, reciprocal. I'm like, right. But like this time you didn't even drink the drinks, like you just wasted them. And it's only $15. Because she needed teas and Gatorades and sodas and when she went through this issue. It's interesting because she was a rad person, legal assistant or no, a paralegal. She had been a lawyer, beautiful, tall, super skinny. We were active. We went out, went to shows, went hiking, went swimming all the time. Sex was amazing. For the first like year, she was like, you make me so happy, you make me so happy. I love you so much. We're in this together, we're partners. Let's do this, let's do that. Write this list of all these things. 100 places to go, 100 restaurants to eat at, 100 movies to watch together. And all that breadcrumbing and future faking, the love bombing. I thought, wow, I really found something here. But it was all lies and it was all fake. And she triangulated me with her other dude, who she was on and off again all the time with. We were Holly, but you know, I was like really comfortable with it at first until the triangulation started. She was like, oh my God, he blocked me for no reason. He just blocked me. And she yelled at me that day. And I'm like, wow, the shit really does roll downhill, huh? Being triangulated. Like, she's mirroring what he's doing to her back to me. And I was just a punching bag. We went to the protests together. We were like acting as independent activists and journalists apart from all that crap. This was in 2020, BLM. But she got involved too deep, got on Facebook with these groups, that wall of mothers, and got reeled into the agent provocateurs stealing and appropriating the movement for their own greed. She got in with that, and then she started doing ketamine and other drugs. I can't remember. And she yelled at me to shut the fuck up one day. We were talking. calmly, we were talking about firearm safety and the difference between accidental discharges and negligent discharges, and how only a piss poor or broken gun is going to accidentally discharge. That most people are harmed by negligent discharges because people are not following the safety rules of firearm handling and ownership. And I was like, it feels like, I said, it feels like it feels like this conversation is getting a little too heated for some reason. And I said, I want to go get a drink and just move on to something else. I said, okay. I got up, came back, and she started in again about it. I'm like, you were a lawyer. You should know the difference between accidental and negligent. It's like, I know it's semantics, but it's important. And she got up. Oh, shut the fuck up and take me home. She had never spoken to me like that before. And I went in the bathroom. I looked at myself in the mirror. I breathed. I don't react. I said, are you going to take that? How does that make you feel, Tony? And I said to myself, that hurts my feelings. And I went back into my room and I said, what you just said really hurt my feelings, and I would like an apology, or I don't think I can go through with this relationship anymore, and that I think I have to break up with you. And she said, well, I'm not going to apologize for something I'm not sorry for. I was like, okay, are you being serious? Really? Wow. Okay. So I took her home. And that was it. Tried hanging out again one time around her birthday. But that was bullshit. She hoovered me back into that just to humiliate me and make me feel even worse about everything. Fuck that. I'm not putting up with that anymore. Alright, this is almost an hour long. I gotta get back. But I love you all. I'm proud of you all. I'm proud of myself for doing this. 3 days in a row now. No edits, no takes. No alternate takes. Just you and me. Trying to figure this life out. Don't get in any culty groups. Don't get pilled. I'm not taking any. The only pills I'm taking are like vitamin D and melatonin at night. I'm not taking any. I'm not getting pilled by some weird psyop agent. Because that's what it is. That's what it seems like to me. This blue pill, red pill, all these inclusivity groups, they seem like they are psyops. Find your own people, find your own way, and move in that way. Shout out to my friends, Hunter, Bree, Justin, Chris, Dan. Whoever else is, any of my old friends that are watching, speak up. I'm out here, man. Where are you? Shout out to these YouTubers that are trying to change the world for the better, to make the world a better place for everybody, not just dudes, but for everybody. Because if we all love each other and ourselves, then we can get anything done. Terry Joel Jr., chosen one, man. He is a real one. Gazavelli, Narc Daily, motivation and inspiration. Like you, dude, you are the one. You are the one that got me out here doing this. Because you show up every day. You've got, disabilities, man, but like, you are a strong motherfucker. This dude, Justice. Jacob's Journey, man. That dude helped a great deal. I've been watching him for weeks now. And his journey is so relatable. And he loves his community. Homath. Teaching us about all the delulu. All the things making people delulu. The world is delusional. But we're not. We're better than that. Alright. I'll see you again soon. I promise. I hope you all have a wonderful, productive, healthy day. Be safe. Stay in your lane. Don't get distracted. Do not distract. Stay focused. And my call to action again today for you. Write down what you love. Write down your goals. Write down your daily tasks today and cross them off as you get them done so that you have minor, small victories throughout the day, giving you dopamine and reassurance that you are moving and getting shit done. Do it. And I promise you, you will feel better. I promise you, we will get through this. It's another day, another beautiful day in Oregon, on Earth. Narc Daily says namaste. I'm so grateful to the universe, to you, to myself. Be amazing. Be exceptional. You are beautiful and I love you. I'm proud of you. Be proud of yourself. Make other people proud.